Hey guys, it's Sinead, and I'm back for a video today. This video, unfortunately, is going to be a bit of a sad one and really enraging. So recently I was approached by a guy who frequents the Daily Stormer forum, and he approached me with a really concerning situation. At first I thought that this was bait, because I've had this happen a lot where people try to bait me with certain things. I've had people pretend to be Andrew Anglin on Facebook and try and rile me up, and then they save the screenshots and they try and twist all these stories and narratives into these events. But after really doing some investigation here, I don't think this is a made-up story. And like the email says here that I'll read to you in a moment, this story is crying out for justice. I'm going to briefly read the email now, and then we'll get more into the details after this. I want to make this clear that the woman in this situation, who we will call Ro, I want to keep her identity, her real identity, secret right now because she wants that, and I don't want to go against her wishes. I am only trying to help warn other women, and that's what she wants to do as well. She wanted me to not go after the Daily Stormer as a whole, so I want to let you guys know if I'm making criticisms of Daily Stormer, that is not on her behalf. She has made it very, very clear that she does not want this to be a smear campaign against the Daily Stormer because she believes it's a net positive. I don't believe that, but I want to respect her decisions, and I don't want to convolute anything and make her look bad, because right now everyone's assuming she's a lying whore, and that's not the case. So let's read this email and then we'll get into the rest of the story here. Okay, so I was approached by someone here. They say a girl who went by the name of Ro was also a member at the Daily Stormer forum. Okay, she speaks multiple languages, she has visited Japan, and was recently living in Sweden with another DS member. She does work tutoring in exchange for a place to stay, room, and board. She is effectively homeless, broke, and has no family. She contacted Brum, I guess this was the person on the Daily Stormer forum who is their top donor, apparently. She contacted him and said she wanted to leave Sweden. He promised her a job working on a site for women that is similar to the Daily Stormer, said that he would set her up with a job and room and board. And if she just did some little chores around the house, he would pay her. Well, sadly, this is how so many European women, or white women for that matter, are lured by predators. This is how all of those Eastern European sex slaves in Israel were lured to Israel. They are promised modeling jobs. They're promised, you can be a live-in housekeeper, and they get there and their passports are ripped up, they're taken prisoner, and they are thrown into a brothel, and they never get out unless they either escape or die. So this happens all the time, but this should be happening outside of the supposed pro-white Jew-wise movement. So for this to be happening inside of a supposed Aryan movement over at Daily Stormer is just disgusting. And the fact that they're trying to sweep it under the rug and cover it up. And not only that, they're going on a campaign calling this woman a liar and a whore. And wow, it's just really disgusting to see the insane amounts of autistic psychopathy over at Daily Stormer, where no one even has any empathy and it's all a joke. So back to the story here. He paid for her flight to New York City. She got to New York City and was shocked to find out that this guy wasn't even white. He was extremely Semitic looking, and that automatically sent her into a panic. I mean, yes, some of you might say, oh, well, she's stupid. She should have video Skyped with him. She should have done this. She should have done that. Well, she's aware of that, obviously. Hindsight is always 20/20. And, unfortunately, a lot of us have not been raised by good parents, and our society has not taught us to be skeptical, but that's what happened. And so she then started to panic, and it really started to set in that she is in a foreign country. She speaks the language, so that's a benefit. But I mean, she has no money, she has nowhere to stay, she doesn't know where she is, she doesn't know how to navigate the city, she doesn't know who to ask for help. So she's pretty much stuck with this guy. There's a thread on the Daily Stormer. I guess a lot of them were deleted, and she was deleted and banned. Many other users were banned. They just really don't want this getting out. So there is a thread that's still up there called It Feels Bad Man, The Second Coming, and you can see some of what they're saying. They've made some memes that are just joking around with this guy throwing a roofie into a basketball hoop, and oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Semitic kikes raping little Swedish girls this girl is apparently tiny, like 75 pounds. Yeah. So funny. Hee hee hee, let's giggle like little fucking children. Hee hee hee, rape is so funny. Get in the fucking volcano, all of you. So, she was going to stay with him, do the cooking and cleaning tasks in exchange for room and board. So one night he offered her a drink of wine and she decided to accept, probably because she was extremely anxious and just trying to calm her nerves and just trying to figure out what the hell to do in this situation. And next thing you know, she woke up and he was having sex with her. She was kind of aware and wasn't able to move. So that's the sign of a roofie. You know, you can't move. And then she woke up naked in his bed and was just in shock. I think the drugs were probably still in her system. She's probably not understanding what the hell's going on. And she was just in shock. So she didn't go running to the police right away. He kept pressuring her to go to a spa, and she said, okay, because again, she's just in shock. A lot of you people that lack empathy, I know it's hard for you to understand, you know, putting yourself in someone else's shoes because you're psychopathic pieces of shit. But for all of you out there that still have human emotions, maybe you can come with me on this journey, okay? So she goes to the spa, sits in the hot tub for a couple hours, and then in retrospect, she's thinking that he wanted to get rid of the evidence. He wanted to get rid of any kind of DNA that would have been inside her, on her, and I'm sure he used a condom as well, but you could still get some DNA samples. So then it was, you know, a couple of days went by and she finally decided, I have to try and press charges. This guy drugged me and raped me. And first thing, you know, a lot of you pieces of shit out there will say, well, she probably got drunk and passed out. She was, you know, she's stupid. She shouldn't have drank so much. I don't care if this girl had a bottle of tequila and passed out naked with her legs wide open. That doesn't mean she fucking deserves to be raped. Cops came and arrested him. I don't know how it works. I guess if you make charges against someone for raping you, they have to arrest them. I don't really know how it works. They arrested him. She did the rape test. No DNA came back. Obviously, it had been days later. She had been showered, cleaned, you know, all of that. And so the charges were dropped, and he was released. And he just seems like it's all a joke. He even said, I'll read to you here. This guy puts it in perspective here. They had a rich local guy. This was the Daily Stormer donor, the raper. And then this homeless girl with no town, no family, no money, who was not even going to stay in New York City. So the cops were just like, okay, we're going to drop it because we can't prove it with DNA. They sealed the files and moved on. And there are screenshots of the letters from the police to this guy on the Daily Stormer forum. So I'm not just making this up. I have them. I'll try and post them if I get time in the links in the description. The fact that a girl of her physical proportions has a body like a 10-year-old might also have proved irresistible to a studly member of the alt-right. Oh, did I mention that Brum brags about having worked for Richard Spencer? Before coming to the Daily Stormer? Interesting. So we've got all these rich pieces of shit that seem to have connections to intelligence. Wow, what a surprise. I never would have assumed Daily Stormer would have been run by the enemy. Well, I mean, really? Are you people that fucking naive? So all of this might have factored into his sexual emergency that night and using a 4-foot-tall girl who was flat out unconscious as a convenient cum dump. Good job. So several of the members on the Daily Stormer forum are now gone. Roe and her new name that she came back with are banned. Some went and asked for their account to be deleted. That is why some of the names now are anon, you know, and several numbers after. They used to be regular names. It's a little hard to follow the missing posts in this forum post. It might not make sense, but there is a lot in there that will make sense because they've deleted her comments. They've deleted anybody that defended her. And now all the comments are, you know, I even saw one in there saying, this is probably all Sinead. Sinead is probably causing this drama trying to make us look bad. Yeah, I'm just like this omnipresent force that apparently anyone that sticks up for me too is me on a sock puppet account. I'm that fucking omnipresent. Okay, so he says, I don't want to sound like a melodramatic Jewish screenwriter, but this cries out to the heavens for some justice. The arrogance and cold-heartedness that was shown by so many that there on the forum went far beyond all limits of sanity and decency. That's because you have half of the people in that forum that are the enemy. Of course they're not going to have sanity and decency. They're trying to get rid of us. So they applaud the rapes of little Swedish girls. She's a woman, but she's physically tiny and she needs extra protection. Okay? She's tiny. So yeah, you can find the post. And you know what she said that really pissed me off? The men were more supportive of her than the women. The women just wanted to tear her down. And you know what? That is not surprising because these fashy trad wife women, who half of them aren't even real friggin' women, are disgusting, vile creatures. You disgust me. I saw some racist cat lady on there. Apparently she's a woman. I mean, who knows? You can be anybody on a forum. She could be a fucking Jewess for all we know. She was calling Ro a whore, calling her, a liar. And the only ones that stood up for her were the white men that actually have integrity and that actually care about their people. How do you know who's who on these forums? That guy wasn't white, and he's one of the top donors. I personally think they're all feds. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. But, now they're going to come back and say that I'm lying and say that, oh, this woman is lying, that, we're just trying to make the Daily Stormer look bad because they need help with that. Look at them. I don't care if you name the Jew, you're still pieces of shit. White women are our number one enemy. White men need to emulate niggers. That was Andrew Anglin's position. We also white men need to emulate ISIS fighters. What? Okay. So, again, this woman does not want, she's not looking to go destroy all these people's lives. She's not looking to dox this guy. She's not looking to, get him beat up. I think she was at first. She wanted people to go and beat him up, and I don't blame her. But then she thinks that the only reason that she was banned from the forum is because she didn't follow the rules, and you're not supposed to advocate violence on there, which, yeah, I guess that's the truth, but they didn't ban her because she broke the rules. They banned her because they want to sweep this under the rug, and this is going to continue to happen to other girls, and that's why she wanted to get this story out, and that's why I'm making this video. Most of you people think I'm just trying to cause drama. No, a friggin' woman was lured by a non-white through a pro-white forum and was drugged and raped. Okay? So if no one else is going to stick up for her, I will, because everyone already thinks I'm a bitch, so I don't really care. I have nothing to lose. And this is going to happen again if this doesn't stop. And these people have no intentions of getting rid of this guy or seeking justice for this woman. They want the money to keep flowing in. And like I said before, I think they're all working together and they're all feds and they're all the enemy. So just let that sink in. I hope you are all really thoroughly pissed off because I am. I'm sick to my stomach thinking that this little girl was drugged and raped by a supposed pro-white that's not even white. So that's it. Please spread this message and let your female friends know that do not go on the Daily Stormer to find a friend or to find someone that might help you. Yeah, sure, there might be good intentioned people, amongst all of the shit, but you can't take a chance. And she wants to let girls know that if they are raped, they need to go and get a test immediately. Do not wait. I know you're probably in shock, but you need to get that DNA immediately so you can get these fuckers behind bars or hopefully just killed. Now, this doesn't mean I'm saying to go hurt this man, or I'm not calling for violence against him. But the law states that when you fucking rape someone, you go to jail. And if you happen to get killed in jail, not my problem, okay? So that's it. Weave the Jew will tell people that, it's these girls coming in and starting drama, and oh, yeah, Weave, really? What a joke you are. What a joke you are. You're gonna come hack me now? Oh no, I'm so scared. You're gonna go hack my computer? He's a freaking Jew, everybody. He's admitted it so many times. So there's even emails out there of his mother talking about how, We've left their Jewish family and he's on drugs and blah, blah, blah. It's just such a joke. So that's it. Please spread this around and warn other women and ladies to not do what this woman unfortunately did. And, don't trust people so easily. That's it.